Hi, it's Daryl here, and as you know, I'm on a mission to help your company lower its carbon footprint. We get lots of questions in, both to myself and the team, and today's question, Mariella, is...
We got a question earlier today, which is, what is ESG?
What is ESG? All right, okay. You keep seeing it around, don't you? We've seen it more and more and more. ESG is environmental, social, governance. That's the E, S, and G. Environmental, social, governance. These are generally used in reports. An ESG report, if you're above a certain size in the UK, you have to, by law, produce an ESG report. Okay, it's a requirement. Sometimes it's called a sustainability report. They're kind of a bit interchangeable on those sort of two terms. The report's split into three major sections, and they're not all equal size. So the E part, the environment part, I've got some ESG reports upstairs. They're about, I don't know, 60 pages long. They're full, by the way, of stats and very, very good high quality text. If it's 60 pages long, maybe a good 35 or so, maybe 40 pages of that is all about the environment. It's about carbon reduction, what projects they've got on to reduce carbon footprint, how we're offsetting, how companies are offsetting, etc. So the E part, the environment part, is large in these reports. It's a major sort of component of an ESG report. S, social, is quite large, but not as large. So again, you know, if you think about the typical example might be sort of about 7-8 pages or something like that. And it varies depending on the company. It's not sort of a standard rule. And that will be talking about things like gender pay gap. What is the gender pay gap of the company, and whether that's acceptable or not acceptable, and what the targets are to reduce that to, or to even out the balance. It will be talking about equality, sexual equality, racial equality, etc. And lots and lots of metrics about this is what our number is for example, the ratio of, you know, male, female, other at board level versus, for example, you know, on the coalface. And what we've seen from a number of these reports is that the further up the chain you get, the more the inequality sort of is obvious, which is terrible. That's what we're looking to change. And that's the S part of an ESG report. The G, typically, if it was a page and a half, yeah, that's about the right length. And it says, here's how we as a company manage those aspects. And typically it's a subset of the board headed by, you know, someone typically with letters after their name, you know, the great and the good, chairing that subcommittee, and then that subcommittee scrutinise the work of a management committee, and the management committee are the people who do all the work. And that's just written down in sort of prose form, etc. So ESG, environmental, social, governance. The E is bigger than the S is bigger than the G. Typically these things are very high quality, a lot of data, there are a lot of work, you know, 40, 50, I saw one the other day about 75 pages. So, you know, that's an ESG report.
Are companies required by law to create these ESG reports?
Above a certain size they are. So above a certain size, an ESG report will be expected, if not mandated, for the company. If you're below a certain size, there's so much work that your time is probably better spent, unless it's particularly important to you, better spent doing something else. Okay. Okay, there you go. Look, if that was useful, fantastic. If you've got any questions, if you think I can help, send them through, and you know, if I can help, I will. Okay, see you next time.